you? Welcome to LSB Feasters Radio Channel and Travel Corner, where our mission in life is to keep great radio from the past alive. And today, we're going to Seattle. In fact, it's Channel 95, KJR, one of the oldest radio stations in the country. It officially got its license in March of 1922. However, it actually started as an experimental station in 1920. Now, KJR was popular throughout the years. It had some legendary owners at one point. Yeah, Danny Kaye actually owned this station at one point, along with Frank Sinatra. Oh, and during its rock and roll years, KJR had some legendary names that worked here, like Larry Lujack, Scotty Brink, Ichabod Cane, Pat O'Day, Emperor Lee Smith, Charlie Brown, Bwana Johnny, Gary Lockwood, the Lock Jock, and so many others. And this station was a top 40 powerhouse. Well, in 1981, KJR decided to celebrate its 60th anniversary, and they put together special presentations of KJR through the decades. This Aircheck is from one of those decades. Got to thank Norm Gregory, who passed this on to me years ago. If you like what you hear, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel, too, if you like it. After you do, smack that bell. And when you do, you'll be notified whenever we post anything new. All right, let's do it. Going back to the 1980s. Even though this was 1981. And remember the 1980s on the 60th anniversary broadcast on KJR Seattle, Channel 95.
First on the Sound, KJR Seattle, in our 60th year of broadcasting. And now, more of our birthday special.
Jack Schaefer, starting the turn, will try to keep it inside and not allow Dean Chenoweth to take that lane away from him. They're coming right at us now. Bill Munsey is in the way. I hope they see Bill Munsey. He's right in the middle of the front chute. Jack Schaefer in the 1,000 Trails now, turning left, taking lane one away from the Budweiser. The Squire Shop is running right beside. Oh my God, that was a near miss. Three boats went right by us now. 1,000 Trails, then the Budweiser, then the Squire Shop. Greg, and here they come.
The Budweiser's got that inside track and he's moving up. Look at the Budweiser go. He's overtaking the 1,000 Trails. The Budweiser is your lead boat coming into the south turn. 1,000 Trails is second, and Chip Hanauer's about 3 seconds behind the Budweiser, the top of the turn. Is there any doubt that's the best boat on the course? Dean Chenoweth around the south turn. The 1,000 Trails.
August 9th, 1981. From Lake Washington, KJR assembled its largest race team ever in 16 years of covering the Hydros. The tradition of award-winning excellence continued. KJR's news department again proved its excellence on May 18, 1980, covering another explosive event.
Another update on the Mount St. Helens situation, and it can be said safely now that the mountain has become a killer. So far, only 5 deaths have been officially recorded, but National Guard people who have tried to fly rescue missions in the middle of volcanic smoke and heat say they simply have not been able to get some of the stranded people off the mountainous areas.
5 people have died. 2 of those people, it has been confirmed, died because of heat. Now, a more exact description is not available. What is extraordinary is we're told by Major Dave Mullen, who flew one of the rescue missions in, that at least 4 people, and possibly more, are refusing to leave the area, despite that destruction and the havoc that's going on in the area of the volcano.
After the initial blowing of her top, so to speak, Mount St. Helens calmed down, seismically speaking, for about 3 hours. But Dave Endicott at the UW Geophysics Department says...
It's 11 o'clock, they've been building, and then they drop. We've got peaks and valleys, in other words. The feeling now is that it's quite likely that whatever is happening down there is probably not over, not concluded at this point.
Eruptions, earthquakes, and mud flow continue. Mount St. Helens volcanically percolates through the afternoon. There have been reported fatalities as a result of the eruption. The fate of Harry Truman, it's uncertain.
The Sheriff's Department talked to him yesterday, but they said this morning at the press conference that they had not made any attempt to go up there because of the hazard, either by land or by air, to try to get into the area.
And then, in December 1980, A KJR broadcast is interrupted by this bulletin from New York.
John Lennon shot to death. The report just in from New York Police Sergeant Ed Burns.
At about 10:50 this evening, he was shot. Mr. John Lennon, the ex-Beatle, was shot at 1 West 72nd Street. He was removed to Roosevelt Hospital where he expired.
John Lennon had just celebrated his 40th birthday, October 9th. He was born in Liverpool. Some called him controversial, the most controversial or explosive member of the Beatles. Others simply referred to him by using the word genius. He was the first member of the group to break away and record an album on his own. There had been mixed success, but each new album was greeted with a lot of attention simply because it was John Lennon. And just last month, he released his long-awaited new collection of music entitled Starting Over. Lennon was back, and he sounded great. And now the story tonight that John Lennon is gone, shot to death in New York. A major chapter of contemporary music becomes history.
Shouting all about love. Well, they treated you like a dog, and you were the one who had made it so clear all those years ago. The price is!
Over the years, it's hard to say just exactly how many thousands of people have won contests on KJR. We've given away cars, boats, trips to just about everywhere in the world, and lots of cash.
Ladies and gentlemen, Stash is back. I've got another $10,000 that I'm going to hide somewhere in our world, and I've got another trip for two to that very place, if you can guess where it is. And yes, I've got $95 an hour to give away.
No, wait a minute. That's not what I meant. I'm talking about a game. This is not a game.
Play blackjack with Lockjaw 3 times daily this week and qualify to win an expense-paid trip for two to Reno, Sahara and the $200,000 World Championship of Blackjack.
You're a winner. You have won $100. Believe it. $100.
KJR, giving away free living for a year. $18,000 worth of living. KJR Seattle is giving away a pound of gold. What outrageous thing would you do to win it? KJR is giving away 10 trips to Mexico to win.
Wild and crazy guy.
KJR is looking for Steve Martin imitators for a national TV show. Now, you don't need to look like Steve. Just be over 18 and a little wild and crazy.
It's a big deal.
It's a game, man.
Fantasies. Everybody's got one. KJR has
The speedboat ride on the next sunny day of your choice to Orcas Island in the San Juans for a picnic like you are going to Hawaii for a week. A check for $1,000. The submarine you're going to be taking that ride in is in Disneyland.
Oh, you're kidding.
Super Bowl next year is going to be in Los Angeles, and you're going to go.
Oh, fantastic.
Enter, listen, and win.
We're KJR orientated at work. All right, okay, KJR. And we listen to KJR, all of us.
Are becoming reality.
That is a fantasy. KJR is my favorite station, and oh, you're kidding!
On KJR 95.
Stewart Street is back on KJR. What do we do, Street?
Locate where Greenfield's keeping those diamonds.
I lose them at the same place. Hank and Stewart. Stewart, every morning. So what's it all mean?
Lieutenant Stewart Street here. Monday, I'm back on the air with mind-boggling mysteries. Help me solve the cases and win cash.
What's the answer, Street? Stewart Street is back on KJR. See ya.
And along with the great contest on KJR came some great personalities, like Seattle's own Heart.
And hi, you're on the air on KJR with Ann and Nancy.
Hi, I'd like to talk to Ann.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
I was wondering, you know that dog and butterfly?
Yeah? Yeah, I think I remember that one.
I
I was on that Dog and Butterfly song. I'm not trying to cut you down or anything, but I was just wondering, you know, when it goes, see the dog and butterfly, see how they fly? A dog don't fly.
Yeah, except listen, buddy boy. You seem to have gotten the lyrics wrong. It doesn't say that, you know. It says, see the dog and butterfly up in the air. She likes to fly, and see, that implies the butterfly. That means the butterfly, not the dog. The dog's trying to chase the butterfly into the air.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I like this one.
And to make it legal, this is KJR Seattle, 801.
Legality. Oh, boy.
95 in Seattle.
And there have been many, many other stars of the KJR microphones, like the Doobie Brothers, Kiss, Van Halen, the Little River Band, Earth, Wind and Fire, Kenny Loggins, Billy Joel, Pat Benatar, and the list goes on and on. So as you've heard, it's been a glorious 60 years for KJR with an even brighter future ahead.